Hello, darling.
Hello.
And hello to you, and welcome to the latest edition of the DNA Community Hive podcast. I am Adam R. Jacobson. This is Dana B, and we are here from our favorite little coffee lounge, Third Place Coffee Lounge in Boca Raton. It's located at the northeast corner of Spanish River Boulevard and Dixie Highway. Conveniently located if you're by Florida Atlantic University, Town Center, the beach. It's a great place to be, and we're happy to be here.
Yeah, it's our third place. We're enjoying it.
Exactly. One of the things that we were able to put together for this podcast was little mini interviews, if you will, that we conducted when we had our last visit here in July. And we talked to some wonderful members of the community. We got to learn a little bit about what they're doing.
Yes.
And we're going to share those with you right now as we take a little bit of a break from the summer heat and enjoy our delicious drinks. What are you drinking?
Iced hibiscus tea.
And I have an iced matcha latte. So cheers to you. And here's a little bit more about some of the superstars in our community that we learned about right here at Third Place Coffee Lounge.
Hello. Hello, and welcome to the DNA Community Hive podcast. I'm Dana, and I'm here with...
Hi, everyone. I'm Ellie. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Ellie. It's nice to meet you, too. We just met. You were here in the audience at Third Place Coffee for our pop-up podcasting. And I wanted to learn a little bit more about what you're doing in the community and what you can share with us.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty relevant question. I came here because I love Third Place Coffee Lounge. Basically, my work building is under renovation between April and November, and so I was looking for a third place, and so conveniently next to the mechanic where I go to for my old car was this coffee shop.
Nice.
So here we are.
Divine timing, I always
Divine
say.
timing.
Things happen for a reason.
Yeah.
Yay. So what can you share more about your day job and where you're co-working, why you're coming here to work?
Absolutely.
Yes.
So so I'm a performer and producer, but my day job, which I enjoy very much, I am actually a program manager for arts, culture, and learning at the Levis JCC in Boca Raton.
Oh, I love that. So what does that encompass? What does that take of your skill set?
So I do a lot of the management of people and operations for all of the different events that we host, basically very behind the scenes energy. We do literature, we do adult university, continued education. We do film screenings. We have theater every year. So it's quite cumulative, and there's something for everyone.
I was just going to ask, is it open to the public?
Absolutely.
How do people become involved in what you're offering?
Yeah, so one option is to hop onto our website, which is levisjcc.org, and you'll see all the different programs available for sign up there. Or you could, that's pretty much the best way to figure out when things are happening. We have a catalog that comes out every year in print. And if you sign up for our newsletter, you will be added to that mail copy as well.
Awesome. Now, when you say it's Levis JCC, right?
Yes.
So you just put on something in the community for a 5K, right?
Yes, we did. Yes. We had Run, Sweat, and Beers.
And my husband and I usually are attending, but this year, unfortunately, the timing didn't work out. But we did have friends of ours from our run club that were there.
That's amazing.
And it definitely was a sweaty one.
It was so sweaty.
I love that you guys have been doing that for so long. All the 5Ks, it moves everybody's body. It's a community effort. You have sponsors that come in. That's amazing.
Yeah,
were you there?
I was totally there.
Oh,
I was the co-captain of the second water station.
Wow. Nice. What is the next big event that is coming up for the Levis?
Yeah, so I'd say the biggest event to look out to specifically for my department is our book and author luncheon. It happens once a year, usually at the West Boca Country Club. And we host 4 authors that are, really up and coming or relevant in media today, and they share about their books. We have an excellent raffle, and it's a great networking opportunity for authors, young professionals, as well as people who are already well-rounded in the community.
That's awesome. Is that something you have to get a ticket for?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Find that at the website?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
How are ticket sales going?
Ticket sales are always fantastic. It is one of our biggest events, and so it really does book up fast. I think it's like a lot of our smaller events where we could really use that more consistent support. I think because of social media and because of streaming, because of COVID or post-COVID life, everyone is much more isolated, and I've always been like a community lover. So
definitely, we have that in common.
Yeah.
And that's why we're doing this, is to bring people back together, because we are all in this together. And the more we know what's happening in our neighborhoods, the more we could show up and be a part of that community.
Definitely.
So thank you for what you're doing.
My pleasure.
Is there anything else you'd like to share while you have the mic?
Just thank you so much for this platform and for doing this podcast. And for your mission.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Appreciate your time.
You too.
Thanks.
One of the great things about being in community in places like Third Place Coffee Lounge is getting to meet individuals that you may not know are active in the community in ways that you've never even thought about. And we're pleased to have Nicholas Moran, PG, with us. He is with Moran Rocks, and he is an environmental consultant.
Yes.
What does PG stand for?
Professional geologist.
As a professional geologist, he knows a lot of things about rocks.
That's true.
Now, I'm sure some of you have watched Friends. We're not going to think of rocks.
I'm not a paleontologist.
What is it specifically that you do in the community in terms of environmental needs? Because I'm sure there's a lot when it comes to businesses, when it comes to all sorts of organizations as well. Is there one key takeaway our audience can learn from what it is that you bring to the community here in Boca Raton?
Well, whenever you buy a property, a commercial property, you usually have to do what's called a phase 1 environmental assessment on that property to make sure that you are not buying a contaminated property without your knowledge and then building on it and incurring all of that liability. So in order to prevent that, you do what's called a phase 1 environmental assessment. And sometimes that'll lead to a phase 2, which is where you actually do soil and groundwater sampling. And we offer both those services of doing soil and groundwater sampling and phase 1 environmental assessments.
Now, is this tied then to like commercial real estate, or is it also residential real estate? It sounds like something that a lot of people would do when purchasing a business or a home.
Yeah, mostly commercial real estate because that's there's no requirement. There's really no requirement to do it at all, but it's primarily focused on commercial.
What are you finding? Are you finding that everything is hunky-dory and okay, here's your seal of approval, go buy a building? Or are you finding perhaps a red flag here and there that a potential business owner would be scratching their head going, oh, wow, I had no idea?
Yeah, well, there's lots of situations where either the property that you're planning to purchase or one of the neighboring properties is contaminated, and that contamination may be moving on to your property. And you are responsible for cleaning that up.
You are.
Yeah, unless...
Even though it's the responsibility is yours, even though it's the source is your neighbor.
Yeah, I mean, you pursue... Yes, you certainly can sue your neighbor, and you can walking into a deal know beforehand, oh, that's contaminated, I'm not going to buy it, or that's contaminated, I'm going to demand a lower price so that I can clean it up. But yeah, it's just what led to all of the, a lot of the environmental rules that this works under is, people would build on environmentally contaminated lands, and then when the buyers found out, because you have a big land developer and they develop several residential properties, then you buy the residential property, you start getting sick, and you say, hey, you sold me a contaminated property. So, well, I didn't know it was contaminated. And then everyone's throwing their hands up in the air saying, well, it's not me, it's not me. And so basically they said, well, the buck stops with you. When you buy the property, you need to know. You need to do your due diligence. And that's why it's called environmental due diligence. And you're going to be held accountable.
Yeah, definitely something very much needed in part of our community.
Yeah.
What is the best way our audience can learn a bit more about what you do?
Oh, you can go to Moran Rocks. That's www.moranrocks. Sorry, www.moran.rocks. There's no .com.
Moran.rocks.
Moran.rocks.
Moran.rocks is the website.
Yeah.
Thank you so much again, Nicholas.
Yeah,
for
no problem.
joining us. One quick thing. What is it about Boca Raton and South Palm Beach County that really interests you the most?
The weather.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the DNA Community Hive podcast, Mr. Matt Williams.
Yeah. It's
Nice.
great. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
This is great. I was just coming to support. I didn't know I'd be on camera. This
Yeah.
is phenomenal.
Yes,
Yeah. You know I love a big camera.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I've known you for a long time.
Very long time.
You and your wife have built a local community brand that is now, I dare say, nationwide?
You can say it.
Nationwide.
You can say it.
Would you like to tell us your origin story?
Sure.
You got 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Cool. Let me sum it up. Matt Williams, founder of FROPRO Snack Bar. Thank you for having me. I actually thank you for inviting me.
Yes.
Cool to be here. Cool to see, obviously, what third place. So peanut butter snack bar. Made it when I was getting my life together. Started sharing it with local gyms, juice bars / fitness. Gave me a chance when I was getting sober to train. And slowly just started sharing it with people and other local. Like I've heard a lot of community mentioned tonight. And just got in a lot of front of people. Got in front of a lot of people. Shared the product, shared our story, shared our mission, and just like, obviously making a delicious peanut butter snack bar and having a cool story that hopefully inspires other people to do what they want to do. Share their story, share their experience, strength, and hope. We've been very fortunate, very lucky for this community. I wouldn't be anywhere without it. A lot of people believed in me when I was in a place in my life that I really couldn't possibly fathom believing in myself. Super just grateful for the experience, grateful for everybody here that has given me the chance, learned a lot of important lessons. It's interesting, coming into contact with a lot of people. The bigger you get, the more risk you got to take, and the more challenges you come up against. Come up against some people that don't want the best for you, or possibly might say one thing and do the other. But take it with a grain of salt, and just super grateful to be able to share. Right, like I hear like community gratitude. We have a really super tight knit group. You've been at a lot of our events. It's important to show up for other people and support what they're doing, and like especially the business, the small businesses that turn into medium sized business, that turn into larger businesses, and see the growth is I think really cool. And obviously watching people expand their life and get healthy and figure out what they love to do or what drives them to do what they're doing. That's in a nutshell.
That's a great nutshell.
Yeah.
Speaking of peanuts,
peanuts,
yes.
pistachios,
all the things, all the nuts.
Yeah.
We're all going on our journey,
Yes.
and when we find our passion or something that inspires us to bring it forward and pay it forward, you and Chelsea have done that. You have inspired me. I can only speak for me right now. In seeing what you both have built and what you have brought to community. It's not just a snack. It is just a snack. That's what you say. But for me, I feel like
Relax is just a snack.
Relax. Yes. Yes. I have my Nutty sweatshirt. I
Yeah,
still like to
me too.
sport. It's great. Even though I'm trying not to eat peanuts right now. Tell
Okay.
Chelsea I really
That's
want
okay.
almonds back. I know.
So
So
stay tuned. It's coming back. It's coming back.
this has made my
Limited
my
edition run will come back.
okay.
It's coming before the end of this year. You'll have on.
I will be
I promise.
on my socials paying attention
You
to
will be the
that.
person. Everybody's asked for it.
Oh my God. Thank you. Oh, my prayers. Okay. I don't even know what to say now, except other than you can find you find not your
us,
snack bars
You
on.
can find us on our website. Obviously, we prefer everybody to go to our website. You can find us on Amazon, any of the social media platforms, which you can order. But our website is FROPRO.com, gofropro.com, FROPROsnacks.com. Or if you are a frequent shopper at the establishment, otherwise known as Whole Foods, you can also buy us there. But there's only 5 flavors.
There's only 5 now. You have
We
more
have
variety
14
online. Yes.
different flavors
Yeah.
that you can find, or come visit us. We're in Boca.
Yes.
We encourage people to come by,
Save
say
on
hello,
shipping.
Save on shipping.
Mhm.
Drop in. You usually walk away with more free product than you
Then you
thought
bought.
would.
Yeah.
You bought. And come hang out. So we love when people visit. We're right up the street from here, about 3 miles. And like I said, the Boca has been really great to us. Delray, South Florida in general. So we're stoked.
Yeah, and we would love to help continue to ripple out what you are doing with the community. So is there anything coming up besides this very important almonds coming back? Anything else on the horizon that we should stay tuned for?
We're not making any announcements. When
Okay.
we do, we're
Okay.
going to ask anybody that knows anyone in any other state besides here to reach out and ask people that are in those states to just walk into their local Whole Foods and pick up one.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe just one.
Yeah. Or pay it forward. Give it to, if you don't eat peanuts,
If you don't eat peanut butter, give it to somebody else.
Yeah.
Just one.
Just
say,
one.
hey, I don't eat peanut butter, but I know someone that does like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just buy one.
Yeah.
That would
just
really help.
one. It just starts with one.
One bar.
One.
Started with one bar.
No.
Just started a tray.
Yeah.
That was it.
It was it. Wrapped in
Glad wrap. Stick one side. Stick and stay, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
Weird.
So grateful that you're here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Just coming to hang out.
I know. And you got to get on the mic. So you too can get on the mic. Stay tuned for the next opportunity, guys.
Awesome.
And our cavalcade continues with Aswand, who had the opportunity to interview Dana and I for his podcast. Now I'm going to interview him for our podcast here.
It's an honor.
At the Third Place Coffee Lounge. Tell us a little bit about the inspiration for your podcast. What is the name of the podcast? How can people tune in? And what is the real focus of what you do?
The focus on what I do is all about innovative teamwork. Now, I grew up with a very, very challenging challenging name period for people to pronounce.
Cruickshank.
Aswand Cruickshank.
I work with one actually.
Work with a Cruickshank?
Yeah, in Austin, Texas.
Well, you don't meet many of them. But anyway, I found my acceptance on the football field. And once I was through playing, when I say my acceptance on the football field, I developed so many lessons in teamwork, developed a lot of lessons when it comes to how you approach teamwork, how do you approach work and things like that. So when I got into the working world, I just applied those same lessons into an acronym that I call Move Swiftly. And this started around the time COVID happened. And then since then, I was developing as a public speaker because I was a boxing trainer. And then, we got 6 years later, and here we are now, #1 platform on innovative teamwork.
Innovative teamwork,
Yes.
Move Swiftly.
Yes.
What is the overall audience for this? Anybody in particular that you're working with in terms of groups within the community?
So the audience is for everybody in terms of the people that really utilize my work. It's business owners that really, really want to see their staff perform. They want to see their staff develop and perform, meaning they want to have a person that comes in as the entry-level position, work with that person and get them to the point where they're getting better every single day. They do not want to have people in their organization that stay stagnant. It's all about getting better every single day. That's the audience, and that's usually the people that stick around when it comes to it.
You know, Aswand, as someone that has worked on various types of projects in various types of industries over several years, let's just say,
Yes.
the one thing that I am very, very excited to see is that we have a generation of those that are just coming out of college or have been out of college for the just few years or so. So let's say 21 to 26 that are eager to learn. They really want to excel. They want to succeed in their professional careers. I love that. I would hire a 25-year-old immediately over someone perhaps in their late 30s who came out of this world where everything just kind of was like, whatever. You don't show up to work, whatever. How do you respond to those two dynamics when you look at a business and you look at the future of leadership in a business such as this?
It's mindset. What we just witnessed here is a leader that's putting his money where his mouth is. Someone that's showing up, did the research. You guys asked him about where he gets his coffee beans. He knew his numbers. He knew everything about his business. So he can ask somebody that he works for him to actually do the work because he's doing it himself. Outside of a person that's just managing, I got the title, I have my fancy degree, I have this, I have that, and all of a sudden I get to tell you what to do, and I can sit on my behind and tell you what to do. You see the difference between leaders and managers the moment you walk in. The moment you walk into an establishment, you're going to say, okay, that's a person that's leading versus a person that's just managing. And it's all within the energy of the staff. It's all within the way you walk in. Everything about this place. This is my first time walking in. Sorry, I can talk, but this is my first time walking in, and you immediately felt the I won't use the word comfort, but you saw the creativity.
Mm-hmm. Tell our audience again where they can find your podcast.
It is, again, you're not going to meet another Aswand Cruickshank. Okay, so simply put that into whatever search engine you like to use, and I will show up there. All of the stuff about Aswand Cruickshank will show up wherever you search.
And where do you hail from? Are you local to South Florida, or
Yeah,
are you
I'm located in West Palm Beach.
Okay.
So.
All right, wonderful. Thanks so much.
This
And
was a
again,
pleasure.
thank you for having us on your podcast.
Thank you. Yes.
That was so much fun getting to learn a little bit
really
more
great.
about some
We're
of the
very
people
grateful.
here at Third Place Coffee Lounge that frequent this business as we do, as people in the community who have really developed and started some wonderful things.
Yes,
and
great initiatives.
if you are in the community and you're looking for a little bit of interaction and a little bit of building your knowledge,
Community.
Tuesday table
Yes.
opportunity exists for you. And to tell you a little bit more about that, I yield to Dana B.
Hello, everybody. Yes, so Tuesday Tables came to be as a partnership with Third Place Coffee Lounge to bring community together, to slow down, to have a lovely, delicious cup of coffee, iced or hot, and also every other Tuesday learn some simple beginner lessons of Mahjong. Mahjong has re-exposed itself to society. It's become very, very, how do I say?
Chic.
Chic.
That seems to be the
fire.
word of the month right now.
And it's fire. Yes, it's very chic. So every other Tuesday when we started our founders round to see how this would come to the community, our friend Diane has offered her time to come and give us simple beginner lessons, which you've already jumped right into. And I'm learning a lot myself from somebody who's a newbie to it. And then every other Tuesday, we're also coming together to sit together, like I said, to slow down, learn about each other, have conversations. It's not your regular kind of networking place. You reserve a spot through dana-bee.com's website through the community section, and you pay a $10 fee, which gets you a iced or hot beverage, a specialty beverage that is geared to the Dana Bee aligned community and the DNA Community Hive community here.
It's an electric energy exchange, and
Yes.
you can see the URL at the bottom of your screen right now. We encourage you to sign up if you have the opportunity to join Dana B.
Yes.
On Tuesday mornings. You gather at about 8:30 or so.
8:30 a.m. right now. We're testing the waters, like we said, and always open to feedback. And if it continues to spark, we will continue the fire through. Yeah, thank you.
Yay! Thank you. We have a fan club here. Before we delve into some other topics on this edition of the DNA Community Hive podcast, I wanted to talk a little bit more about our future friend Ella Langley, who is blowing up in Australia and New Zealand, #1 on the charts there once again. And
yeah, everywhere we go, we're hearing her music. She's very inspiring. Every time she is at her concert, she really does come to she speaks to her guests, her audience members, of what it really truly is that we all have the power within, and everything is going to be okay when you trust in that power and you surround yourself with like-minded people. And we're grateful for her using her platform to spotlight that.
If you saw our most recent episode, and thank you to the 1,622 subscribers and 420 viewers to that episode, you saw us box a little gift to Ms. Langley in care of her agency in Nashville. We know that she is on tour, and she was down in the Virgin Islands having some fun. She would just play Corpus Christi, Texas. When she gets back to Nashville, we do hope that she gets that, and it includes one of these hats. And before it goes viral, there's a way for you to get one of these hats as well. Dana, why don't you share how?
Yes, through the store on the dna-bee.com website. You can order it through the store there. Choose local delivery. If you are local, I'm happy to drop it off to you. And if you do live outside of the driving radius of Palm Beach County, then you would choose shipping, and shipping charges do apply. And we welcome you to come along and ripple this message out that it is going to be okay. Community is important, and to cultivate that with kindness, authenticity, and transparency.
One of the things that we've encouraged here at the DNA Community Hive is to get out from social media to be more social IRL in
real
our
life
community, and maybe stop scrolling a little bit and even talk to your friends and family. And something that Dana saw on social media, of all places,
it is an artery to get information.
Really caught my attention and hers as well. And I'm sorry, they're bringing back the landline phone?
They're bringing back the landline asterisk through Bluetooth.
Okay,
So
so
this
how does
young
this
woman decided she did not like doom scrolling. She didn't like being on her phone all the time. And as somebody who also has chosen certain days of the week to stay off of her phone, I was intrigued by this ad that I got in my feed. And she literally created the old school corded phones, but it's Bluetooth capable. So when you put your phone Bluetooth to this device, you then put your cell phone away in a drawer somewhere that you don't need to use it when you're home. And when somebody wants to reach you and call you, it will ring through this Bluetooth handset device. It's quite intriguing.
I love the old-fashioned mystery of who's calling. I wonder who it could be. You know, my Aunt Joanne or a friend I haven't heard from in a million years. How awesome is that?
Yes.
You know, there's that added element of surprise without looking at this.
I have put it on my list for my birthday wishes, just so you know.
Well, I'll think about that.
Okay.
Speaking of Dana's upcoming birthday, in which she's going to be celebrating a magical number,
yes.
We are going to go on tour once again. Look, we make no bones about it. We love to travel, and when we travel, we have been blessed to share some of our experiences with the community where we're based in South Palm Beach County, and sometimes there's serendipity. As we shared in our special edition, we had the privilege of being on Maui for a week, where we had family, and we got to see a endangered Hawaiian monk seal. We got to see turtles, and we got to experience some of the local culture. Bringing some of that local culture to you is one thing, but actually experiencing that culture here in South Florida is something that just came to my attention literally yesterday. A little bit of Lahaina. It's a store that's been open for about a year. It's in the Cove. We're going to share information under the screen right now, so if you want to learn more about it.
The Cove is located in Deerfield Beach.
Deerfield Beach, Florida, exactly. Long story short, the owner had to leave because of the fires in Lahaina, and you can research all that. They are coming back slowly but surely from that tragedy. Even as we're taping this, they're exiting the threat of Hurricane Lala. Funny name, not a funny situation. They've been through a lot, and this woman came to Deerfield Beach at the suggestion of her daughter and has an authentic store full of Maui goods that you would find in any of the
jewelry, shirts,
stores, the boutiques that you would find
so look forward
there. So it literally is a little piece of Lahaina in our hearts and physical presence. Is at the Cove Shopping Plaza in Deerfield Beach, and I just wanted to mention that on this podcast because for those of you wondering, well, what's the connection between Maui and South Florida? There's one right there, and there could be more connections in some of the travels that I've experienced and we've experienced. And right now, we're going to take you on a tour that I conducted just a few weeks ago in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's a city that is wonderful. It's a little bit off the mainstream grid, if you will, but here are some of the things that I shared that we think that you might enjoy should you be in that area as well.
Well, hi everybody, and where am I? Always traveling. Welcome to Hebron, Kentucky. Or is it Hebron? Well, it doesn't matter because this is the Cincinnati International Airport. And we're going to take a quick little tour of northern Kentucky and the city of the Seven Hills. Stand by. So I'm here outside the Cincinnati International Airport in northern Kentucky, and I'm going to give you a quick little tip. If you want a taxi and you want a rental car, there's ground transportation west. That's also where the hotel shuttles are. If you want an Uber or maybe save a buck and you're going to downtown, well, there you go. The 2X is $2 and it's express, and it's coming right now. You can kind of see it in the background. There's my bus. All right, we're heading into Cincinnati. All right, so here we are, and this is our first stop. And this is Elm Street Plaza. It is right across from the Hyatt Regency Hotel, and this is my first taste of the city of Cincinnati. It's kind of fun, kind of digging it. Living on the air in Cincinnati. And yes, there actually is a WKRP here, 97.7 on your FM dial. I do like this mural. And the Flying Pig Marathon is something that maybe I'll do at some point in my life. I don't know, a lot of hills here. And yeah, you know what? Dream big, fly high. All right, so now we are in Fountain Square at the tail end of a tremendously huge music festival celebrating R&B music here in Cincinnati. Didn't even know it was happening, and there are a lot of people here, and they really much enjoyed themselves. The Cincinnati Music Fest is an annual event, and they had some pretty big talent. Well, according to that sign, I'm now in Dora, and right in front of the Great American Ballpark. The Cincinnati Reds are not here, but I hear this is a wonderful museum and ballpark as well. If you're not familiar with the Big Red Machine and you're a baseball fan, shame on you. And it's a cool little promenade on a Sunday morning with the team out of town. They do love their Reds here. Marion Spencer led the desegregation of Coney Island. She was the first African-American woman elected to the Cincinnati City Council. She fought to desegregate public schools, and this is down by the riverfront, and it's just beautiful. I think it speaks to the bigger overall message that the DNA Community Hive likes to present, and I'm going to do my best to hold hands and unite. Okay, folks, so I got to give a shout out to my friends at the E.W. Scripps Company, headquartered in Cincinnati, for giving me a heads up about this bridge. And how perfect! As someone who supported the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society and Team in Training for so many years, and now is with someone who I love and adore, and it's all about being purple, how perfect is it that I'm about to take my bike into Northern Kentucky on the Purple People Bridge. It is a pedestrian-only bridge, and I guess it just reopened after some construction, so very, very excited to be here. And let's go into Northern Kentucky. So I'm here along the banks of the river in Newport, Kentucky, and that is an amazing shot of Great American Ballpark, home of the Cincinnati Reds. And there was some banana ball there not too long ago too, and that was pretty amazing to see on TV. As we follow this little boat along, you'll see one of the 7 hills, and there's a art museum up there, free to the public. On the opposite side of the river, I did that entire trail on an e-bike, courtesy of Cincinnati Red Bikes, which is part of the B-Bike network. If you are in Fort Lauderdale or Aventura, Florida, it's the same network, same app. It's great to have that everywhere you go. And as we swing around to Newport on the Levee, there is a little bit of a festival going on here. Some food trucks on an early Sunday morning. Okay, so I just stumbled across this festival, and it is not part of the Cincinnati Music Fest in any way. It's Geta Fest. I had to ask, what the heck is a Geta? And the first response was, yeah, I asked the same thing when I moved to Cincinnati. A Geta is evidently a play on a German sausage with oats in it or something like that. There you go, learning something new every day. So we're live on tape from Geta Fest in Newport, Kentucky. Findlay Market. It's on the north side of Over the Rhine, which is a gentrifying community. And if you like Reading Terminal Market in Philadelphia, St. Lawrence Market in Toronto, this is your place. We're going in because we're hungry. Okay, so Findlay Market is also indoors and outdoors on Sundays, and this is pretty awesome, folks. Really good stuff. We just bought some reusable paper towels for the environmentally friendly people, and there's a bakery that's sold out of everything by noon. That's a lot in one day, so thanks for joining me on this little quick tour of Cincinnati. The trolley is on the way, and I'm gonna go and relax. In Cincinnati, it's Adam R. Jacobson for the DNA Community Hive podcast. Thanks.
sharing that with us, Adam. That looks amazing. I'm inspired to get to go see that myself.
Yeah, I look forward to bringing Dana along
Yes.
the ride next time.
And coming into September for local connections, we wanted to have you save the date for the last Sunday in September. We are collabing with several different organizations, including Move Swiftly and Beach Keepers, to do a beach cleanup in our local backyard. So to stay tuned for that, you can sign up for my weekly newsletter or subscribe to our podcast, as well as follow us on our social media channels on TikTok and on Instagram.
That event is going to be the last Sunday of September.
Yes.
So
In the morning.
We'll
Yes.
keep you updated on
Yes.
our socials and at the website. And thank you again for everybody that has consumed this podcast on YouTube. We are now on Spotify as well. So if that's your preferred method of consuming podcasts, we invite you to join us there.
Yes.
One of the things that we wanted to share before we conclude this podcast is a little bit more about the You Are Enough
Yes.
bracelets that
Yes.
we are wearing. A lot of people are inquiring about this and they're not quite sure what it actually means.
Yes.
Dana, why don't you fill us in again on the significance of this and why we're wearing these?
Yes, so We Are Enough is a movement that is happening by the creation of Blake Mykoski. He is a creator of Tom Shoes, and when he sold that business, he then realized that he wasn't fulfilled. He was very depressed, and he went through many, many avenues to cultivate and figure out why. And he realized that he was enough, even with or without what Tom's was. He himself was enough, and he wanted to ripple that movement out by supporting other mental health initiatives across the country. And he created a dual pack of bracelets. When you purchase, I have an affiliate code. I'm an ambassador for this movement because mental health has been very close to my heart and my timeline here, and I'm all about being an advocate for that and being held in safe spaces. And this is a daily reminder that you can wear yourself and then gift the other one to someone that you love or care about, that to let them know that they are also enough. And we can cultivate this, and I have a big goal to ripple this out with the connections that I continue to make, that we cultivate, that we can cure mental health illness and we can change the trajectory of our humanity and evolve together.
3, 2, 1. Thank you so much for again sharing a little bit more about that. That is one of several ambassadorships that Dana B has at the Dana B Strategies site. The website and the QR code are there for you to learn a bit more about not only that, but the Maison Palo Santo items, including these wonderfully Dana B embossed.
Yes, they are beautiful.
Sticks.
The brand Maison Palo Santo curates this wood from Ecuador. It's a sacred wood. And when you light this with intention on the daily, you set your intentions for the day, a blessing to yourself, a blessing to your day, that it sets the tone for your day. And I'm very grateful for this partnership with Maison Palo Santo. And we have some of the wares for sale on the website. And there's also a link if you have other things that you would like to purchase from what they offer. And if I could also say, when you sign up for my weekly newsletter, you do get a free gift. And that free gift includes a PDF of a 7-day reset. And this is one of the tools that I use to reset my day.
One of the other things that we have is the Happy Thoughts by Kristen.
Yes.
We cannot forget those because they make me happy. I know that I've taken some of them and put them on my bottles and on my computer, laptop. So that's also something that you can learn a little more about there. Again, thank you so much for watching this.
Thank you for spending your time with us.
Community Hive podcast, the August edition, the back to school edition, if you will. And one last thing before we say goodbye, we want to give a shout out to Miss Allison and her class at Hagen Road Elementary School in Delray Beach, Florida. The DNA Community Hive has adopted her class as they're starting the school year. And thank you so much to Hugh, Hard Exercise Works in Central Delray Beach, and to Jason and Coach Jamie for helping facilitate the opportunity to adopt a classroom. It was absolutely our pleasure to ensure that all of the kindergarteners in Miss Allison's class had all of the things that they will need to succeed and start their education the right way.
We're a DM away or comments. We appreciate engaging with you all. So thank you.
And if you do have any thoughts or comments as far as future episodes, feel free to send us a note.
Yeah.
And you
At
can reach us
hello.
out. Reach us out. How do you reach us out?
Reach
Yes.
out. Hello at Dana, DANA-BEE.com.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time. Take care.
Take care.